This is your Solana daily debrief. It's Monday, the 12th of Feb. Okay, so starting with Tensor. Tensor's volume has flipped OpenSea. So OpenSea, you know, it's actually on a couple of blockchains, majority being Ethereum, a little bit on Polygon, it's also on Base. Nevertheless, $45.5 million with Tensor and just under 40 with OpenSea. So congratulations to Solana and to Tensor. And then in the last 7 days, almost $65 million of NFT trading volume just on Solana. Z from Solworks has deployed a new UI version for the Airdrop Checker. Curb has 10 predictions for 2024. Total NFT market cap will 10x from here. Solana will get a firm grasp as a number 2 cryptocurrency by market cap. So Sol will either, and this is quite a statement, will either A, exceed ETH's market cap for a short period of time, or B, come within 10% of ETH's market cap. This is really, really crazy. And it should be known. I follow Curb and I mention his stuff all the time. He's got a pudgy penguin, right? He's been around for quite some time. And ETH is where he's obviously made the majority of his money, I would assume. But he sees a huge value in Solana. Sol market cap target is 500 billion. So 10x from here. Basically, you know, minimum around $500 per token. He put this out last year and I mentioned it back then, but he's expecting, and I'm expecting, a lot of people are expecting, just a repeat of ETH. I cover price predictions quite regularly. I've got a video on it. You can watch it if you like. A handful of NFT collections will generate 50K in airdrop wealth for the holders. Pudgy Penguins and Mad Lads are the clear bets for this. However, Saga Genesis token holders, Tensorians, Azuki D-Golds, Utes, SMB, Geckos, Clanosaurs are all decent bets. I guess I'm not familiar with Pudgy Penguins, but they seem to be, you know, probably the more stable collection over on ETH. Mad Lads are definitely probably going to do well. Same with the Saga Genesis token holders. Tensorians are probably going to do very well as well. And I'm unsure about Geckos, Clanos. I don't necessarily think any of these will. I have some Utes, by the way, and they're down bad. I have no D-Gods, but I think it's very, very difficult to get these to be turned around. But we'll see. So look for well-connected teams, devs, holders at Rock, PFPs, and are builders in the eco. Strong communities. This will be a huge narrative throughout 2024 as more utility for NFTs emerge. Pudgy Penguins will flip and stay above Bored Ape Yacht Club. That's pretty crazy, but epic. These are all just predictions, of course. And despite the fading of many across crypto Twitter, airdrop positioners will continually generate 10K airdrop reward clips throughout 2024. I received 100K in airdrop wealth by staking part of my long-term Sol bag with tokenless LST Jita Labs at the time. I mean, that's incredible, absolutely incredible. Multiple SPL tokens will join and stay in the top 20 tokens by market cap. Dupe, Pyth, I agree with these. And I have no idea what else could come, but definitely these. Staking, participating in the IBC Cosmos Interchain Eco will generate over 25K in compounded airdrop wealth in 2024. This is Injective, Sia, and Dimension. So I'm previously mentioned that I wouldn't really cover Dimension anymore because I faded the airdrop, which is silly of me to say. My reasoning was they didn't give enough warnings to claim, even though I told people to claim. The issue is when you make a lot of content, it takes up so much time. So that's completely on me, but I'm not going to fade them. I will cover. I do think the Cosmos ecosystem and Solana ecosystem will do very well. And of course, I actually want to branch out to cover Solana most of my time, and then pretty much anything on any other blockchain that has what I think would be expected value and is doing something good. I want to cover that as well as I learn how to make content faster and faster. He thinks at least 3 IBC tokens will make it into the top 20 by market cap. Injective, Celestia, Atom, Osmo. Follow these. I think I'll do another video just on this because I think it's worthwhile. Deepin is going to blow up. NOS is one that I faded. And the crazy thing with NOS is I was on a boat with them at Breakpoint, and I didn't have a lot of money to actually buy any tokens. And they're in the AI or like GPU rendering space, so it can do many different things. Now, in the AI rendering space, you know, with GPUs, I have gaming. I've got skin in that game. But NOS has done very, very well. But I just don't know if, what's happening. I reached out to the team, by the way, on Telegram, but they have not replied. Mobile, I'm not necessarily bullish on mobile, but it's not what I'm bullish on. It's bullish, you know, what is the community bullish on? So mobile and Helium tokens, I mean, I would love to try them, but I'm in Portugal and you can't use them over here. So that's a little bit annoying. But yeah, I don't know the value proposition here. So I can't really help you or give any information. Render, I Render will probably go up. However, I think there'll be better plays. Render, I found, was quite difficult to like utilize that platform. But no one's actually necessarily better than them. It's just I think Gaiman will be better than them. Shadow token, I've had a bag for a while. I have no idea if it's going to do well. If it does well, I don't think it's going to do well due to the tokenomics. The tokenomics basically were 50% went to people that bought the NFT. So there's a massive amount of sell pressure. Price goes up. If you have those NFTs, great, sell them. And that's a smart thing to do. Not financial advice, but of course, like take profits. Grass, I do like Grass. I've got a referral. Go and check out Grass. This basically allows you to use your internet bandwidth. And oh, by the way, there's no token for Grass as far as I'm aware. I need to double check that, but I don't think so. Yeah. Anyway, with Grass, allows you to use your internet bandwidth to go and crawl other websites and gain that data for future artificial intelligence, language learning models and stuff like that. Honey, this relates to driving your car. You need a bit of like hardware that you put in your car and it maps out everything. However, maybe the honey price goes up, but ideally you'd want to earn the honey by driving your car, but you can't get any of the equipment. There's like a 6-month wait on it. And that's that. RWAs, so real world assets. I haven't gone over any of this stuff, but currently farming Parcl. I've got a referral link for Parcl. Just my code SebMonty. I've done plenty of videos on Parcl, and I do like Parcl. I have no idea about Rio. I'll have to look into it. And Mad Lads, I'm not sure what his predictions are for Mad Lads, but they're doing very, very well. I also just want to publicly say, every now and then I get a comment that says like, why do I hate Mad Lads so much? I think people are just trolls. I think Mad Lads are great. I think they have great art. And I had one and I sold it. I sold it early. What my point was with Mad Lads and Backpack, I think sometimes it's really good to use Backpack, the wallet. What my point is I'm trying to onboard millions of people over the course of the cycle. I just need to grow. And Phantom is a better wallet for protecting users. And with Mad Lads, their minting experience, like it had a decent number of issues. You can't get everything perfect, but that's why I'm not trying to be upset or anything. I just wish it was smoother. I guess my point there with the mint, a lot of people weren't around for the mint. You could mint multiple NFTs in each transaction when it should have seen that you already had one in your wallet and then maxed it out. Because, there are a lot of people that got nothing and everyone's there trying to do the same thing. So that's kind of the disappointing thing with that. Like, it was just like an oversight that, like, why don't you try and have 8,000 different holders? Why have 4,000? That was just a smart thing. And then people can paper hand it if they want, but at least set it up, with the data that we've got over the last few years. So, and Backpack Exchange, I can't use Backpack Exchange because I'm not in Portugal. Therefore, I can't actually see how good a product it is. But, they ship and keep on shipping. I'm just using Phantom for the majority of the time. And what else do we have here? Key focus this year should be on OPSEC, so operational security, and religiously converting profits into your conviction bets. Minus Sol and then USDC as we get deeper into the cycle. None of this is financial advice, but Curb has great takes in my opinion. Cadence is now full-time Web3, I think from about a week ago, and he is accumulating more dupe at these prices. The thesis is very simple. Solana's a winner, decentralized Binance, etc., etc., etc. Big fan of dupe myself, and I have no idea what the price is going to do. I believe the price at the moment is about 48 cents. Sharky has NFT-backed loans. If you're in this space with NFTFi, then you've probably used them. And at the moment, fun starts today, 5 p.m. UTC time. Here's a link down here, Season 1. So they are basically getting a token out there, hopefully via the LFG Launchpad. And I haven't gone over it in particular, just because I'm not really into this sort of ecosystem of taking out loans on my NFTs. But if you are, definitely have a look at it. You have this, you have Banks, BANX, you've got Famous Foxes, you've got a few different products out there. Texture's another one, but check it out. Whales Market has a new listing for Wormhole Crypto, W. As far as I'm aware, no one actually knows what the allocation of W is, so it's very, very speculative. And I've got a tutorial, an old tutorial on Wormhole, by the way, if you need to use it. I don't think it's going to get you any airdrop potential, and we don't actually know the criteria, as far as I'm aware, for getting this. Just keep in mind, though, the current price is about $1.14 per token, but some people have gone and filled them for, let's go with price. I mean, even this was filled. 1 token. That's nuts. Some people have sold these for almost nothing. And if you bought these, if you got lucky, just note, if the price is more than 2x of what this is, then the person is not gonna, they're just gonna lose their collateral, right? They're just gonna lose their very small amount of money, and that's it. So don't expect that to be filled. Don't think you got lucky and that you're gonna get these tokens. If this is what happened, you can watch my tutorials on it, but basically go and put in another order, is my opinion. Crypto Edgar has put out a little thread here, all just keeping tabs on BONK with the dashboard. He does really, really good things like this. In 3 days, 1.1 billion BONK has been staked, and with 9 days left to stake, we're moving towards the next phase. So get in nice and early, and the majority chose the 6-month lockup for a 2x multiplier with BONK. And those APYs can definitely go down. So for more information, go and check out this here. So to get started, just go to bonkmiss.com. I've mentioned this quite a few times, but I'll mention it again to keep you on your toes. If you want extra rewards, you can get 3 times the rewards, not in value, but from different places, by using Camino. So as an example, if you go dupe in JitoSol, you get the JTO token, you get Camino points, and you get DYOR points. Same thing with BSol, except you get Blaze as a token. Same thing with this, only you get BONK. So you get 3 times the rewards. I would be more keen to go into these pools, to be perfectly honest. However, keep in mind with these pools, you want to stay on for a little bit of time, just due to the fact that there is a withdrawal fee with Camino. So if you want to go in for an hour or a couple of hours, which some people can do with particular strategies, then you wouldn't use Camino, you'd just go directly with DYOR. Now, Marginfi is teasing an announcement in T-minus 1 week for YBX. My understanding is YBX is a US dollar collateralized system. I don't have all the information, but we can see ybx.com. So this is it here. Get ready for Solana's LST, so liquid staking token backed stablecoin, and I'll cover this when this is released. Now, as GM of validator.com, I do understand staking very, very well, and I encourage people to stake their SOL with validator.com. Now, of course, in DeFi uses and stuff, you may want to transfer some of those stake accounts to JitoSol or other things like that. With this one here, we need to see how it all comes out before we basically make assessments on what we're going to put into it. Because these can work well and then they can not work well. So we need to work out exactly how it's going to happen. Where I don't quite understand it, and we'll have to wait for it, is YBX will earn Solana staking yield, 8%, MEV capture, and lending yield as well. So it could be definitely the best stablecoin to hold. I'm just a little bit confused because if it's earning the staking yield, then why doesn't the LST earn that staking yield? So I'll cover this when I've got more information. Staking is now live with the heist. Just so you're aware, the early staking APY bonuses are available for the next 72 hours, meaning if it says 200% now, and it does if you lock up for 90 days, that APY could then dip down to maybe 40% in a couple of days. So just keep that in mind. If you want to stake it for 3 months, there's no guarantee it's going to keep that nice, high, juicy APY. Parcl intern has made it known that you cannot do delta neutral trading strategies. Well, you can, of course, but there will be no points given to those who deploy. So instead, you can do LP, which is what I'm doing most of the time. You can just do long or shorter market. And there are some other kind of market neutral trading strategies as well. This is very basic stuff, but if you put a long on London and then another account you put a short on London, you can't be expected to actually get points from that. I made a mistake last week. I covered the Pyth network and basically they're putting out another airdrop, or another airdrop has gone out. They gave extra tokens to dApps. This did not go to the users of those dApps. So as an example with Elusive, if you use Elusive, I've got tutorials on Elusive, then fantastic, but you will not get any of the tokens. The tokens just went directly to the dApp. That's all for today. Stay curious. Catch you tomorrow.